Hi, good afternoon, and thank you for coming back to my storytelling time. This is Colleen Day, and I'm going to read to you the next part of the story, chapter 1, scene 2. So this is entitled Not a Flower. This is part of a series of KimberlyGrinley discovering the dandelion princess. All right, here we go. Ready? Okay. Kimberly hummed to herself softly, sitting at the river's edge for a while. Her feet dangled just above the ripples of the water, tapping the water. She lugged out her book and put it on her lap and began flipping back to the page where she'd left off. Ginger root, she repeated to herself. She flipped to the index page to see if she could find that picture that Kitty had been drawing. Her finger slid down the page to see. Oh, there's a bee. Did you see that? I am not a flower bee. That was too funny. Okay, so she was looking for the ginger root. Okay, and her finger slid down the page to see if she could find the picture that Kitty had been drawing. Her finger slid down the page until she found the words ginger, page 427. When suddenly a big fuzzy black and yellow bumblebee flew right onto Kimberly's nose. Her eyes crossed and she focused in tightly at the little creature now sitting right there, blocking her vision. In a monotone greeting, she said, "Hi, bee. Why are you bothering with me?" The bee went bzz, 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 flitting its wings in peaceful protest. It just sat there looking back at Kimberly. "Really?" said Kimberly squarely. "You're just gonna sit there, huh?" Bzz, went the bee. Kimberly hummed loudly, and she tried to make her nose vibrate enough to disturb the bee. After all, the bee was doing plenty of disturbing Kimberly. "I am not a flower bee," she yelled out loud. Perturbed, the bee backed up, lifted up off her nose, and then sailed away. It happily re-landed on a lily flower nearby. Bzz, went the bee. Kimberly flattened her palms and pressed them to her cheeks. She was annoyed. That little bee seemed to follow her everywhere. She tried to reason with the little creature. "Dear bee, I am not a flower. I do not look like a flower, and I do not smell like a flower. Why do you bother with me?" Thank you. Stay tuned for the next part.